Well, hello there to my Scorpios. This is Queen Amun-Ra coming to you with your general reading. Let's get a little bit of this eye-opening oil here. Hopefully everybody's having a wonderful Sunday, wherever you are in the world. Sending everybody lots of love and light. Hopefully wherever you are, the weather is nice, wherever you are. Could be a little cold in some places, like where I am is cold. That's why I'm sending everybody at least warm wishes, right? At least warm wishes, or whatever is, whatever kind of weather you like. Sending you some warm wishes. Ooh, cause child, some places it's cold, it's chilly. All right, so let's get into your reading. Let's get right into your reading. This reading is going to be for November 16th through November 23rd, right? So we know that this cycle closes on the 19th, and then we start a new cycle on the 20th, right? And a new phase within a new cycle. We have 8 major moon phases within a cycle, right? And it'll be in Sagittarius, right? So we have currently we have 5 planets that are retrograde. We had so a lot of people may be reflective right now because we're closing out a cycle. So you're probably like thinking, okay, what did I learn about myself when the moon was fully illuminated, right? Fully illuminated. Something is rare. Something is really rare. Somebody could be thinking about both sides of their family right now. Like something is rare, something in your family. So a lot of us, when we think about family, we think about, kind of like, what kind of gives you pride in your family? Like you just kind of like proud to be kind of, the brightest star in your family. You kind of think like, okay, we got some bright stars in the family. So like people kind of like bragging on family members. Like, okay, yeah, we got some bright stars in our family, but this one over here, you want to dote on this one. You want to sit for a minute and really, really dote on this one over here, right? They not showboating, grandstanding, doing the most, right? They down to earth, they relatable, they no respecter of person. There's something stand out about this one, right? I may spin the block on this one. That's what I'm seeing here in your cards. Spinning the block is what I'm seeing in your cards here. Spinning the block. So here is a transformational reading for you all. Scorpios. We're in your season, Scorpios. So spinning the block is what I'm seeing for you all. Major transformation. And so something is not over. Something is overwhelming for you as far as both sides of your family, and somebody is really thinking in terms of how valuable family is, for you, and how your family is structured, for you, and how emotionally intelligent you are, right? And how let me see what I'm looking at here in terms of numbers. Yeah. And how meticulous you are when it comes to, I'm looking at numbers here as well, how meticulous you are, like how inspired you are by details, like details for you. And I'm just looking at a spread here, okay? Take only what resonates with you, by the way. This is a general reading, and take only what resonates with you. If you're interested in a personal reading, you can go to my website, queenamunra.com, and schedule a donation reading here. But a donation reading there. And how details are really, really important for you. Like, just so in case people misunderstand things, because when we look at this right here, Neptune is retrograde, and Neptune is currently retrograde. And it can be illusions and confusions there. You're like, okay, I'm not really sure what somebody meant by that. I'm not really sure, I don't want to misread people. I'm trying to give people the benefit of the doubt because I'm a fixed sign, and I don't want to get fixated on something, and I'm trying to rise up. I'm trying I'm trying to be a high vibrational Scorpio, right? I'm really, really trying, right? This is you right here. I'm trying to rise above, I'm trying to see something from a higher frequency here, as it relates to your fourth house, as far as it relates to family. But I just need a little bit more details. And that's a great question to ask. It's actually fair to ask more questions, like to ask, like, I need more. I need more, right? That's a great question to ask. And anybody who it's a fair question to ask for more transparency. I just need more clarity. That's a fair question I would say it's a fair question to ask. I don't understand. I just need more clarity. Either person knows or they don't. If you don't know, you just don't know. If you know, you know. If you don't, you don't. So let's start there. Let's start there. Right? A new partnership, job / love is near. There you go. Yeah, because you need somebody that's going to take it all the way down to the flow. You need somebody going to take it all the way down low, 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 low. How low can you go, right? But you need somebody to take it all the way up to the top. All the way to the highest of high, but always down to the lowest of low, right? Without thinking you being negative. How dark can you get, like lights out dark? How thin can the veil go to death, right? But then you also want to go to the rebirth part, like a powerful transformation, right? So yeah, you're breaking generational cycles, chains, and curses. You're breaking, and it's not only just one star in a family. Everybody has an 11th house, right? So, but you're looking at somebody who's like no respecter of person. Doesn't really matter. Like somebody who's not looking at just outer appearance. Somebody who is fair across the board with people. They're just like, okay, I don't care whether this religion, this skin color, this and that, and this, people sitting there judging people on this and that, how much money they make. Okay, well, I can help this person if they rich in the family, or what's their last name? Who their mama and daddy in the family? Who was this? A trip, in other words. So here we go. A present energy is the moon, a week of heightened intuition, emotional unveiling, and psychic sensitivity. You're seeing truths and you previously ignored. So an affirmation for you is, I trust what my intuition reveals. Something is really overwhelming for you here. Something is really, really overwhelming of how something comes along once in a blue moon. Comes along once in a blue moon. So I do feel like you like Medea on them two wheels in a deuce and a quarter. You spinning the block. You come back around. You spinning the block, right? Somebody had a first impression, of somebody. Somebody had a first impression of somebody and they were ready to just, end it. Somebody had a first impression. Somebody's like, okay, I'm done. Right? But in their family, and somebody was just done, right? And so what you're releasing is the death in reverse, right? So the old cycle clings, but you're finally ready to let go, release stagnation and outdated patterns. An affirmation for you is, I surrender what no longer aligns with my evolution. But no longer aligns with your evolution. And what's rising for you is the Emperor card. This is strength, structure, and authority return. So you're reclaiming your power and rebuilding from a solid foundation. Affirmation for you here is, I step into my power with clarity and purpose. Right? And what's a hidden strength for you is the King of Cups. Your emotional mastery is your superpower. So people trust you more than you know. An affirmation for you is, my emotions are my wisdom. And the 5 of Wands here is a challenge, right? Conflicts or inner tension surface, but they push you toward breakthrough. An affirmation for you here is, I rise above drama and choose alignment. In other words, some people from your past now want to kind of smooth some things out because they feel overwhelmed by your gifts. And these are people who were kind of torn They torn like a sheet of paper. Like somebody tore a sheet of paper in half. Like people didn't really know what people didn't really know what to believe. They just didn't know what to believe. Like I said, water is shaped and guided by the earth that holds and surrounds it. It was the people that they were around, right? Something about their energy didn't realize that everybody. Remember, Pluto, which is the judgment card, is in Aquarius until 2043. It was retrograde for a while. Pluto was retrograde for a while, right? Y'all remember Pluto was retrograde for a while? Right now, it's not retrograde anymore. But I want to say it was retrograde until, and y'all can go look on, y'all can look it up. Go look it up. As a matter of fact, I encourage people to go look up information because each one teach one. We can help each other out. It was retrograde up until October 14th of this year. Pluto, this is a judgment card, but it's no longer retrograde, but it's in Aquarius until 2043. So it went out in Aquarius, so it's stationed direct. But everybody is breaking generational cycles, chains, and curses. So everybody is recognizing that everybody in their family is breaking some kind of generational cycle, chain, and curses. Even if you're just now realizing that, oh, this person, we're related. They're breaking some kind of generational cycle, chain, and curse. And even if you say, okay, I didn't really like that person, or I didn't get along with that person. We don't believe the same. We don't believe in the same kind of thing. Somebody's a high priestess. They're a dark high priestess, or that's a light high priestess. They don't look like a high priestess. They don't look like an emperor. They don't look like a star. They seem like they were judging me when they first met me. Looks like they were turning their nose up at me. They seem like they were this kind of way. Like you could have had a first impression. And for some people, a first impression is a lasting impression. They seem like they don't like this kind of person, or they don't like that kind of person. Something is happening now. Some people from your past are trying to smooth some things over with you because they're realizing that they were wrong about you. These are some people who, these are four people from your past who want to put something to bed. They really want to try something. They want to, they're seeing that your star is really bright. They see that you have risen above the judgment, like risen above operating in flesh with other people. And they started something that they can't undo. Like they got a whole bunch of mess started in the family. These four energies did, and they want to fix it. I'm not really sure what to say about that, Scorpio. That's up to you. I can't tell you what to do. I'm just telling you what I'm seeing in the cards. Because your gifts are overwhelming. And you know how people are. Some people they like, oh, that's my family. We related. So, people have their own love language. Some of them are trying to, they want to say, oh, that's my, whoever you are. You could be the cousin, you could be a sibling, you could be a aunt, uncle, somebody, whoever you are. People just want to connect now. Let's exchange numbers. Let's, I want to invite you to this event. They want to spin the blocks. Tires are screeching right now. Smoke is coming out of stuff. People want to sit down and talk. I mean, it's just a lot going. It's just a lot going on. It's a lot. And you've risen above the judgment. You living in peace. You're not bothering anybody. You just, you minding your business. You just minding your business. You drinking water and you minding your business, right? So, I kind of suspect that these are, for some of you all. Okay, hold on. Let me back up for a second. Because a word that I'm hearing for some of you all is that you're the apple of a lot of people's eyes. Like, you may not be blood related to a lot of these people, but a lot of people see you as family. Like, they see you as their sister, their brother, because you're no respecter of person. So it doesn't really matter if you're black, white, whoever. It doesn't really matter how you identify. You could be whatever your religion is, whatever, spiritual, whoever. People just like, oh, that's my brother, that's my sister. Oh yeah, that's my neighbor, that's my so and so. We cool, whatever. People just, they connect with you, right? Because your gifts are so overwhelming. People just like, oh, I know them. You know, they so and so, right? Your energy really is good wherever you go. That's what I'm seeing for you. You're good wherever you go. Because again, you're really no respecter person. And again, by the way, I'm talking to you wherever Scorpio is in your birth chart. People just want to link up with you. And so when your name drops, people who know you see you as this person who rises above judgment. They're like, oh, that person isn't judgmental at all. Like, they're really, really down to earth. They speak to everybody. So if somebody from your past were to say something negative about you, and if people where you are now, wherever you are, it just dispels all of that. Yeah, people are like, oh no, they speak to everybody. I don't know who you talking about, because that's not them, right? So yeah, people want to kind of come back, and whatever people thought about you before, whoever you are, and again, you so down to earth and relatable, people can now see why you're a star, because you're, again, I guess I got to say it again, no respecter of person. Like, people just, that person is nothing like what we thought. I'm not sure who you talking about. Like, you must be talking about somebody else. So that's why there's some people now that want to come back. Some of your exes want to come back. Certain family members want to come back. It's 4 key people who started a bunch of chaos and confusion who really want to come back into your life right now. And I'm not this where, yeah, this kind of where Scorpio, you being a fixed sign is probably going to work in your favor. Just saying no, it's going to be a hard pass, I'm thinking, because I'm seeing new for you and old just doesn't fit into, because the stuff that they got started was pretty, yeah. Yeah, I'm I'm just not seeing a yes. I'm just yeah, because you've already risen above the judgment. Yeah, I'm just trying to see where that could fit. I just yeah. Okay, let's see. Yeah, because they did something pretty horrible. They did something pretty bad, and I as emotionally, yeah, because y'all are an intense sign. What they did was pretty intense. They took it all the way low. See, okay, either you are a Scorpio sun or moon, or you know your birth chart so well, wherever Scorpio is placed in your birth chart, it would have ended the average person. Like, it would have ended the average person who doesn't know yourself that well. This is why I encourage people to pull their birth chart so much, because it would help the average person who doesn't know what sets them apart from every other Scorpio. You can be any zodiac sign. It would overwhelm anybody who doesn't know the Scorpio in their birth chart for what these energies did. It was 4 of them. You can literally help your entire family. A Scorpio who has learned how to rise above, because y'all are literally the death card. Y'all literally are the death card. And you rule 8th house, intimacy and shared possessions. So it looks like the number 8, right? It looks like a chain. So when you break you break generational cycles, chains, and curses. So when you break that, it can literally break a person, like break a person, place, or thing, right? And these energies decided they wanted, with intensity, they wanted to break. It was 4 of them. They wanted to break all 4 of your auric layers. So let me show you with the intensity. They wanted to break your first auric layer, which is your root. They want to break you at the root, sacral, solar plexus, and heart chakra. That's your astral projection, right? So for those 4 reasons, those 4 energies, that is going to be a no. That's going to be a no, okay? Okay. Yeah, so I feel like something either somebody you didn't know you were related to, somebody you didn't know that you were related to is a part of your family. You didn't know you were related to somebody. And they could be and family again is not always blood relative, okay? Just so we're crystal clear. This is what's helping you to rise above the judgment. It could be, like I said, somebody from a distant past. It could be somebody who's like, what? I didn't even know they were connected that way. Like, I had no idea, right? And that could have overwhelmed you. Like, what? You finding out something, right? Could have like literally turned you upside down. Like, whoa. You know, like sometimes you find out something like, okay, we need to, this is a new partnership, you know, for a job, or like, you know, like I knew there was a reason why I loved this person, but not like a love in a romantic love, but I knew there was a reason why. It was something about their spark. Like there was something about their fight in them. Like I knew I knew it was something about them. But it almost made you laugh, like so now something is helping you to rise above the judgment. But now it's like this, I'm proud of them kind of energy. Whoever it is, whoever you are, it's like, oh, okay, I was mad, but I didn't know why I was so mad. Now I'm proud of them. Like, okay, oh yeah, we family. Like that kind of thing. That kind of energy, right? Yeah, so. All right. So, yeah, so the spiritual guidance here is High Priestess. Your psychic senses are on fire, so you're listening closely. Your guides are speaking. An affirmation for you is, I honor the whispers of my soul. This is here, High Priestess energy. And the Ace of Wands here is a fiery new beginning, ignites a new passion, creativity, or spiritual awakening. Yeah, for you. So I welcome new inspiration with open arms. And so what are you attracting? 10 of Pentacles, long-term stability, financial strengthening, and generational abundance. And an affirmation for you is, I build wealth that supports my future and legacy. Yeah. Something about your family, whoever you are. People just know their worth and they know their value. Like whether you know who you're related to or not. That's the interesting thing about something that's passed down with someone. Okay. Yeah. So like I said, a new partnership, job / love is near for someone. So somebody's learning how to rise above the judgment and just seeing that, like I said, generationally something is passed down. Like I said before, like some people just have they know their worth and they know their value, and then they pass it down. And that's what I'm seeing so far. I'm also give you some information about candles and also gemstones and crystals and herbs and things in case you want to write it down. So that's optional too, right? So 10 of Pentacles here is what you're attracting is long-term stability, financial strengthening, and generational abundance. And so affirmation is I build wealth that supports my future and legacy. Okay. And so judgment is you're running a karmic awakening, a soul call, a major life chapter is turning. I answer the call of my higher self. This is you right here answering the call in your life. And the outcome is a star. Healing, hope, renewal, alignment. The universe is blessing your path. An affirmation for you is I am renewed, restored, and divinely guided. Right? So here's some candle suggestions for you all, Scorpio. Is a black candle for banishing negativity and shadow work, a burgundy candle for power, intensity, and transformation. Also a purple candle for psychic clarity and spiritual enhancement. Some of the gemstone for you all, so power stones to amplify this week's energy is obsidian for protection and deep healing, malachite for transformation and emotional clearing, labradorite for intuition, magic, psychic, shielding, and also garnet for grounding and vitality. Some herbs, herbal support for you all, mugwort, intuition and dream work, rosemary, obviously, of course. You see these little rose babies. For protection and clarity, bay leaf. You probably have some of these in your cabinet that you maybe cook with already. For some of your sauces and things like that, you may cook with like for your soups and like if you make pastas and things like that. Bay leaf, manifestation, jasmine. You can like burn, brew, or bathe with these. Jasmine for spiritual connection plus sensual awakening. So that may help somebody. A lot of things that you cook with, you can also put in your bath water as well. So they have multiple, you can use it for multiple things. You don't have just, you know. Yeah, but somebody just needed some clarity. And so you should just be able to ask questions because either a person knows or they don't. If you ask a question, either people know or they don't. So limitless. So see yourself open to receiving the most miraculous ways. The divine can use anything and anyone. Anything and anyone. Right? Financial health. Yeah, somebody thinks money grows on trees. Or that could be somebody's love language. And you're about to end something with somebody who is just all about outer appearance. You know what I'm saying? Like somebody who just they just want the what was I getting ready to say? This I didn't lose my train of thought. I'm just trying to figure out how I can say it. It's like a person who just somebody could have married into a family, because I'm looking at this right here. This card right here, the Ten of Pentacles here. Somebody could have married into a family who is who just wants money. Like you could have had a first impression of somebody. It could be a man or a woman, right? But they just want money. That's all they want. They just want to look a part, like just look a certain part. Y'all know what I'm saying. Y'all know what I'm trying to say. But if the money goes, then they out the door. So that could be a man or a woman. That could be a man or a woman, right? All right, so have faith in your dreams. Have faith in your dreams. So somebody could have had a first impression of somebody is that they are just like, you know, like they just outer appearance, like they just, you know, like to be the center of attention. Like this little baby right here is in the center. They like to be the center of attention, but they're not a hardworking person. Yeah. But somebody puts their energy really into fighting for their purpose. Like somebody really puts their fight in their purpose, like breaking generational cycles, chains, and curses. They're not backing down from that. Solar plexus, yeah, that's significant to somebody. Like, yeah. See how this person is sitting like in a lotus position? Like this person right here is like sitting in a they're sitting in a lotus position of like in a meditative state. Yeah, somebody getting downloads. Somebody has a drinking problem. Drinking or getting high. I don't know who that is, but somebody, when they get overwhelmed, they want to, this generation calls it, what is, they call it, because I'm looking at this getting lit. They want to light up. They want to light up, so they want to smoke. That's what I'm seeing this right here, because I'm seeing this. They want to fight. They want to get high. When they get overwhelmed. Something about trees. When they get overwhelmed. They want to accuse people of judging them. All of this other stuff. It's just like when they feel like they're being compared to. They want to bring up people's past. There's something about them. It's just they think money grows on trees. Yeah. Yeah, so that's what I'm picking up, illusions and confusion. You're just like, is this person delusional? Like, what in the world is going on? Like, what? Anyway, that's what I'm seeing for you all. Hopefully this is helpful. I'll see you all in the next video. Hopefully, like I said, with the gemstones and crystals, hopefully this is helpful. But yeah, a lot of those things that you cook with, like the rosemaries, the bay leaves, the cloves and stuff, those things, I mean, I didn't mention cloves in this, but those things that you can like put those in your water for your hair. I mean, so many different things that you used for cooking and eating and those kind of things. They have multiple uses for them. So that's what I have for you. Hopefully this is helpful, and I will see you all in the next video. Bye.